Weep not, weep not. She is not dead. She's resting in the bosom of Jesus. Heartbroken husband, weep no more. Grief-stricken son, weep no more. Left lonesome daughter, weep no more. She's only just gone home. You see, day before yesterday morning, God was looking down from his great high heavens, looking down on all of his children, and his eye fell on Sister Caroline, tossing on her bed of pain. And God's big heart was struck with pity, with that everlasting pity. So God sat back on his throne, and he commanded that tall, bright angel on his right side to call me death. And that tall, bright angel cried in a voice that broke like a clap of thunder, "Call death, call death." And the sound echoed down the streets of heaven until it reached away back in that dark, shadowy place where death waits with his pale white horses. Now death heard the sound, and he leaped on his fastest horse, as pale as a sheet in the moonlight. Up the golden streets of heaven death galloped, and the hooves of his horses struck fire from the gold, but they didn't make no sound. Up to the great white throne death rode and awaited God's command. God said, "Go down, death. Go down to a place called Little Rock, Arkansas, and find me Sister Caroline. She's borne the burden in the heat of the day. She's labored long and hard in my vineyards. Death, Sister Caroline is tired. She's weary and she's weak. Go down, Death, and bring Sister Caroline home to me." Death didn't say a word, but he loosened the reins on his pale white horse, and he clamped the spurs to his bloodless side, and out and down he rode, through heaven's pearly gates, past suns and moons and stars, on Death Road, leaving the lightning flash behind. Straight down he came. And while we were watching around her side, she turned her head and she looked away. She saw what we could not see. She saw old Death coming down like a falling star. But Death didn't frighten Sister Caroline. He looked to her like a welcome friend. She turned to us and said, "I'm a-going home." She smiled and closed her eyes, and Death took her up like a baby. She lay in Death's icy arms, but she didn't feel no chill. And Death began to ride again, up beyond the evening stars, and into the glittering light of glory, and on to the great white throne. And there he lay Sister Caroline on the loving breast of Jesus. Jesus took his own hands and he wiped the tears away from her eyes, and he smoothed the furrows from her face. And while the angels sang a little song, Jesus just kept rocking her in his arms and saying, "Take your rest, take your rest." Weep not. Weep not. She is not dead. She's resting in the bosom of Jesus. Amen and amen.